Ronnie, it looks like we're going to have a big match tonight between Stan. Oh, the bounty hunter attacking from behind.
You hear that bell ring, you better be ready.
You got to be ready for that bell ring. Ronnie, we got Misty James out here with us tonight. She is the Southern Women's Champion, and she's going to be with us calling this match right here.
How you guys doing today? Doing good? Doing real good. Well, there's some action in the ring right now. Wow.
Stan he's really doing it for the bounty hunter right now.
He sure is.
2 count by Stan Lee.
Close, very close.
Well, Misty, glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Ronnie and I have been looking forward to talking to you about the Southern Women's Championship.
Yes.
You've held it for quite a while, I know.
Yes, I sure have, yeah. I've held it for quite a while. I've had a lot of competitors come after it. Right now, today, I'd like to challenge some of these young ladies to come out to the International All-Star Championship Wrestling Arena and challenge me for the title. I would like some new competitors to come up.
Well, I can tell you one thing. The girls around here are pretty good. I know you're excellent at what you do yourself.
Thank you.
And as far as I'm concerned, bring them all on, and you'll take them all.
That's right. I'll take them all.
We're glad to have you out here with us. But right now, let's get back here to the ring. We've got Stan Lee, Ronnie. Looks like he's going to go after the bounty hunter's leg right now.
Well, you go about one part of the time, break him down.
You got to break him down. You said it 100 times yourself, Ronnie. You go to one part of the body, you break it down, and then if you can't break it down one way, you break it down another.
I have another way of doing it is stomping it.
The Garvin Stomp.
One way to the other, all the way around.
Exactly. The Garvin Stomp is famous. Misty, I've seen you use the Garvin Stomp once or twice yourself.
Yeah, I have. I've used it a couple times.
No, Misty James has definitely used that. Looks like Stan's going after the knees a little bit. That right there is definitely going to hurt you. So far, the only offense the bounty hunter is the jumping from the beginning of the match, Ron.
2 inches to start.
He started right before the bell rang.
Wants to finish it.
Well, if Stan wants to finish this match real quick, he's going to have to really do it. This bounty hunter is no pushover, that's for sure. 230 pounds, he looks like he's put together pretty good.
He looks like a big stout guy.
Stan Lee with a clean break there. Now, Misty, let me ask you a question. A couple of the girls that you have been in the ring with, I know you've been in the ring with some of the big Mickey Jameses of the world and gals like that you've been in the ring with. How does that compare to some of the girls around this area?
Well, the girls around this area, they're still learning. You never stop learning whenever you step into the ring. Even I still learn to this day. You never stop learning, for one thing. But the people like Mickey James, and I have wrestled girls like Tasha Simone. I've wrestled Susan Green, legends in the ring. I've wrestled a Rebel. She's off of TNA.
Yeah.
Very great competitors, but I still want more competition. I'm ready for more competition to step in the ring with me.
Now, it looks like Stan Lee is coming back on this bounty hunter. The bounty hunter had taken over the match, Ronnie, and Stan looks like he's going to come back on it a little bit.
Yeah, I think that Stan has got a lot more experience by what I can see here.
That's true. Stan's got a lot of experience. He's been in this business many years. Samoa drop. Oh, the bounty hunter kicks out on one, Ronnie. He's still got a lot of strength right there, this bounty hunter.
It's early yet. You got to wear him down quite a bit before the pin. Oh.
Spine buster. And I tell you what, Ronnie, that was made famous by a man you know well, Arn Anderson.
Oh, yeah. I felt it too one time.
I'm sure you did. And right there's something else I know that you've seen once or twice. The Mongolian Stomper used that quite a bit, the Cobra Clutch.
Stan's got a lot of holds. He's got
Well, Stan's been around. Misty, you've seen Stan. He's been around for years.
Stan has been around for years, yeah. He's got a lot of talent in him.
Well, I can tell you one thing, Ronnie. Right now, Stan Lee's pretty much got this match under control, and the bounty hunter is going to have to mount some kind of offense. Oh! That right there's some offense.
He's got quick it can turn.
Well, and here's something that I don't understand, Ronnie. You got the man, and you give him the chin breaker, and you come in and you're going to choke the guy.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Well, when you're in that ring sometimes, you're not always thinking right.
That's true. That's true.
I made a lot of mistakes myself.
Well, that makes two of us. We've all three of us have made a lot of mistakes in this ring.
We sure have.
Right now, this bounty hunter move. Looks like Stan Lee's going for the pedigree. I've seen that once or twice. Looks like we got a 3 count right there, Ronnie.
Good match.
Good match there. Stan Lee comes away with the win on that one, Ronnie. Misty, I want to thank you for being out here for this one match.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Congratulations
Thank you,
on your length as a champion, and we look forward to seeing you in the future.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Ronnie, again, Stan Lee comes away as a winner. Good job, brother.
Good. Hey, thank you, people. Love you all.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Even though Stan won this match, this bounty hunter right here, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. He's not a small man. He's a strong guy, and he looks good.
Well, I wouldn't underestimate him. Looking at the man, he might have lost that match, but I guarantee.
Exactly. He may have lost that one, but I guarantee you this bounty hunter will be right back. And it looks like we're ready to head back up to the ring with Casey for the second match of the evening.
All the way from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 240 pounds, is Stephen Cadillac Burns. Challenging him today, all the way from Decatur, Tennessee, weighing in at 237 pounds, is Jerry, the Arrogance of Excellence Samson.
Ronnie, I can tell you right now, Jerry Sampson right here is an excellent wrestler, as well as Cadillac Burns. He's an excellent. But this Arrogance guy right here, he is something about him. He's just got this air about him. He thinks he's the best thing in the world.
That's one thing. At the very beginning, I would never turn my back on my opponent.
Absolutely not.
Especially if I call myself
Exactly. I'll tell you right now, Stephen Burns is definitely a very accomplished athlete, a very accomplished wrestler, and he's going to give Jerry Sampson all he wants. But Jerry Sampson, at one time, he was one of the biggest fan favorites in this whole area, from Dayton, Tennessee to Rockwood. He comes in here, he turns into this arrogant guy, and I don't know what his major problem is, but he has definitely got a problem.
Well, sometimes success goes to your head.
That's true. I mean, if the success has gone to his head, then, I guess that's the name, arrogance.
Yeah, that's right. You might think you're the best, but sooner or later you'll run into somebody that's just a little bit better than you.
Exactly. Steve Burns may be that one that might be a little bit better than him. So the Arrogance is in the ropes.
This is bullcrap, Joe.
And again, he was more concerned talking to us. He wanted to talk to us out here, and then he gets in there, and Burns gives him a quick arm drag, and it looks like Steve Burns got this match pretty much where he wants it.
When you're in a fight, you concentrate on the fight. You don't concentrate on what's outside.
If your mind's not in it, you can get beat. It's 3 seconds, and you're done.
Well, that's where experience. You got experienced guys.
Exactly. And
You may have some experience, but you don't have enough yet.
Well, I'm going to tell you, this Jerry Sampson, he's been in this industry for about 17 years.
Don't worry about them.
Well, you think you're going to learn after?
You would think so. I know who trained him. He was trained by, one of the greatest in the business, Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express. And even he would never, ever, condone the way that Jerry Sampson does. He just doesn't portray himself as a professional athlete. He's got this arrogance about him, and eventually it's going to cost him.
Oh, yeah. Eventually, yes, it will. I was arrogant a little bit when I was 19, 20 years old. And I learned
I can remember Sunset Flip by Stephen Burns. He about had the 3 count right there, and Sampson missed.
that was a good right hand.
That was a strong right hand. And see now, you go for the cover. Why he wants to choke the man is beyond me. I don't know why he would do something like that. Burns, I tell you, Burns ain't going to lay down for him. Good forearm right there. At least that was a legal move.
Oh, yeah.
And that was, of course, a closed fist, and it wasn't too legal. And he's too busy worrying about what the fans are doing than to get out here and actually concentrate on what his opponent's doing.
Exactly. When you get the man down, you got to concentrate on the man, nothing else.
Exactly. And now he's wanting to argue with the referee out here. That was one of your famous offensive moves, I think, Ronnie, was a scratch on the back.
They always said if you put your opponent uncomfortable, used to do it, nobody knew this. I used to pinch them.
Exactly. I've been pinched a couple of times by you, so I know.
It distracts your concentration.
It was effective. In any case, the arrogance of excellence, Jerry Sampson with another straight right hand, and he's got Burns going right now. Looks like he's going for a suplex. Big vertical suplex by Jerry Sampson. Now he goes, exactly, that's a major mistake right there. He goes out here with the fans, he tells the fans it's over, then he pulls the fans by the hair. How arrogant is this guy? I'm going to tell you, Ronnie, you pull a man up like that, it's going to backfire on you at some point. Another closed fist.
So you should hook the leg, go for the pin.
Exactly, and he did it again. He pulled him up by the hair one more time. How arrogant is this guy? I don't know. But again, here we go. Burns is coming back on him. He's going to pay for pulling him up. Big clothesline by Jerry Sampson. And Ronnie, here again, he's playing to the crowd when he needs to be on the man and pin the guy.
Yeah, those precious seconds while the man's down.
And exactly. And he wants to try to pull him up again. And I'll tell you something, you don't do that to a competitor like Stephen Burns.
No.
This guy right here is going to eventually get tired of it and work his way back into it and make a believer out of Sampson.
Yeah, he'll come to
It's like right now, big by Burns. Looks like right now Jerry Sampson's paying for the fact of what he did out here 3 different times. He pulled the man up by his hair. And now he's begging off, wanting timeout.
There's no timeout in this business.
No, there's definitely no timeout in this business.
They did that. That's when it jumped on them.
That looks like Stephen Burns is doing right now. Burns with a big kick, now got the rear chin lock on Sampson. Sampson's going to try to work his way into a hold. Now he's talking to us out here like we are aware of what he's doing, and Stephen reverses it.
Oh, he's a talented guy. It's going to his head, I believe.
Yes, it is. Very talented. But the Cadillac Cowboy is very talented himself, and again, this is a man you don't take lightly. You're going to get in the ring with a competitor like Stephen Burns, you're not going to pull him up by his hair like the arrogance of excellence has been doing.
Exactly. Another thing, when you're in the ring with a man, for about the first 3 or 4 minutes, I know if this guy's tough or not.
Exactly.
Just by the counter moves and things he does.
Exactly.
In the stance. It's like a gunfighter.
Exactly, Ronnie.
I'm not done with it,
Right now, it looks like that Jerry Sampson's too busy talking and not concentrating at all on pinning the man.
This is it, Ron.
Well, he says this is it, Ron. And you know, this makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. If he's got the man beat, then beat him. You don't pull him up like that. It'll give the opponent an opportunity to come back on him, and it could backfire in Jerry Sampson's face.
Come on, get up, son. Come on, get up.
And this,
Take pleasure in the torture.
he must.
Inflicting pain, maybe.
I mean, I've seen a lot of wrestlers do this, but this right here, I mean, you pull the man up 4 different times when you've had a pinfall.
Come on, I'm done. Come on.
Again, he says he's not done.
I'm not done at all.
You know, he's going to keep talking to us out here, and Stephen Burns is going to roll him up, and Sampson's shoulder's going to get pinned to the mat, and the fans out here are going to cheer because they don't like this Sampson guy anyway.
That's him, Red.
Well, Well, I don't think Steve Burns is going to give up.
I don't think so either.
I don't think that Jerry Sampson thinks he's going to give up either.
You know, type of guy that gives up easy.
Absolutely not. Another punch in the face. Looks like that Steve was going to go for some kind of another clothesline. Big elbow by Sampson.
See how free that was?
And now he's hollering at the crowd again, and he's flaunting this.
Just hook that leg and try to
Exactly. Didn't work that time. Stephen Burns kicked out.
every time you cover a guy, you hold the leg, that makes it hard.
Exactly. Steve Burns coming back with kicks. That's 20 kicks right there, Ronnie. Looks like he's got Sampson going.
The buzzsaw.
The buzzsaw. Big chop. Another big chop. Oh, that's number 3 right there, Ronnie. You know a little something about chops. They definitely sting. See what we got here. Sampson whipping him in, going for a backdrop. It's like a big bulldog right there, Ronnie.
This does.
Hey! Steve Burns with the win! Tables turned on him real quick right there. Jerry Sampson, he's too busy dealing with us here and dealing with this right here. Stephen Burns comes away with the 1, 2, 3.
There's nobody to blame but himself.
Nobody but blame exactly but himself. And see, the fans are letting him know right now.
Shut up.
Now he's too busy hollering at the fans again. He gets beat, he's still hollering at
He's
them.
so arrogant, he doesn't realize it's his own fault.
It's his own fault that he lost.
I've been hearing you two run your jaws while I'm wrestling. You got me distracted. Tell me I'm so arrogant. You know what? It's not my fault I lost. It's your fault. I'm not going to take this crap. It's y'all's fault that I lost that match.
Looks like me like he blames everything on everybody else.
Exactly, he's blaming everything on everybody else, so it's our fault now that he lost, and I suppose the fans out here, it's their fault he lost too. Well, I got news for him. It's his own fault that he lost. The man picked up Stephen Burns 4 different times from a pinfall. It serves him right to lose.
Exactly.
You know, he can be arrogant all he wants to be, Ronnie, but, you know, he has to do his, you know.
But eventually he might learn.
Oh, Ronnie. Here comes one of your old nemesis. Izzy Slapowitz is here.
Not a nice guy. Not a nice guy.
Our third match of the
turn your back
evening
on me.
is 1 fall, 20-minute time limit. First up, accompanied by his manager, Izzy Slapowitz, weighing in at 300.
What's the matter with you people? You redneck touching
Weighing in at 317 pounds is the Machine. Challenging him today, weighing in at 202 pounds, is Ross Rivers.
All right, Ronnie. Looks like Izzy Slapowitz has got him a monster out here in this machine. I don't know a whole lot about him. Ross Rivers looks like he's a little overmatched in this, but I'll tell you something, don't count the little guy out because this big old guy right here may make a mistake like the Arrogance of Excellence did.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Ross Rivers is coming out like a house of fire, and the machine's all over him. 2 big punches. This machine is huge.
Well, that's the way to you go after a match. That's the way to do it. Don't waste no time.
Exactly. You know, for Ross Rivers to have any kind of effect here, he's going to have to use his. You keep throwing moves like that, there is no speed.
He's giving up a lot of weight and a lot of.
He's getting way over 100 pounds of this man.
It's hard to overcome the weight.
Definitely. This machine right here, look at him. He's at least 6'3". He weighs 317 pounds. And I tell you this, Ross Rivers right here, he's got a lot of guts to get in the ring with him.
Oh, I give him credit for that.
And it looks like he's mounting some good offense right here. He gave him a couple of punches.
This is like David and Goliath.
But remember what happened in that story.
Let's give him a slingshot.
We could do that. Little salto.
You get 2 or 3 of those in there.
Definitely.
Tell you what,
So the machine.
The next day you'll know.
Exactly. So the machine in here had a 2 count on Rivers. Rivers is working. He's doing the best he can against this big old guy. The machine turned him inside out on that one with the clothesline.
He didn't take his head off.
This machine he's a monster. I don't understand where Slapowitz finds all these guys. He has found monsters.
He enjoys it.
He does. He loves the pain. And I know you know a lot about Izzy Slapowitz. You dealt with him. You said it. He's not a nice person.
No, he's not.
I got Full Nelson. He's got on right
Very
now.
opportunistic guys.
Always had.
The guys that he manages are the same way. Don't
Exactly.
go back on.
The machine looks like he's one with a swinging Full Nelson, Ronnie.
No, that's a bad hold.
And it's not turning loose. Slapowitz needs to get in here and get his man off of him. This is ridiculous.
I think the referee would disqualify him.
Well, if the referee doesn't, he's got every right to.
What a hold.
Well, I'll tell you something.
Vicious hold.
The swinging, yeah, definitely. The swinging Full Nelson is a vicious hold. And what's the machine doing now? Why is he picking him up again for it? That's crazy. We're going to get some help out here. I mean, give us some help for goodness sakes. Get this machine out of here. This is insane.
That will show everybody not to get into the ring. We're mind champion the machine. That's right.
Slapowitz needs to get this machine out of here.
I'm curious. I would love to see a guy that's the same size as him and him doing it to a guy that's about that big.
Well, that would be the true test of how strong this man really
Well,
is.
time will tell.
Right there is the next heavyweight champion of the world. Believe you me. You see those belts? He'll wear all 3 of them. If he can fit them on his face.
You know what? Get this man out of here. He beat the man. Why continue to inflict punishment?
Because I like punishment, Joe Kazana and
You're right.
Gavin. I like punishment. That's right. Mr. Badinsky and Joe Kazana. I like punishment.
Badinsky.
Don't clap away.
Well, the fans were on Slapowitz that time. I think they said go slap a witch. Well, I tell you this, Ross Rivers did everything he could against that machine, and
Tell you what, he's got a lot of nerve, a lot of courage. Not nerve, but courage.
a lot of courage to get in the ring with a man that big.
Yeah.
But I tell you, you don't make it in this business, Ronnie, unless you get out there with some of the bigger competitors. We've both done it. Everybody's done it.
Yep.
You know.
It's an experience.
It is definitely an experience, and I will promise you this, just as soon as he gets in the ring with somebody as big and as strong as him, we'll see just how good he is. Well, I can tell you right now, Ronnie, we got the promoter for International All-Star Championship Wrestling out here with us now. This is Josh Smith. Welcome, Josh. Glad to see you.
Glad to be here, Joe.
Good. As far as this International All-Star Wrestling, why did you bring it back?
Well, my sister and I grew up around wrestling, and we don't like the direction that it's gone in becoming sports entertainment. And we wanted to bring back old school wrestling that we grew up with, wrestling that we enjoyed for years.
Exactly, and this is definitely old school wrestling. Some of the guys we have out here, Ronnie will attest to it. It's definitely old school. You don't see a bunch of the flash that you see on the big shows. I've also noticed too that you've got a set of tag belts and a World Heavyweight Championship belt out here. What's the story with these?
Well, we will be crowning champions. What we've done is we've invited people from all over, wrestlers from all over the country, and we are evaluating them. We're looking at their opponents. We're looking at their records, and we're going to rank them and put them together and put the best guys against each other for these championship belts.
Well, that's definitely a different way to do it, Ronnie. They're going to have actual no tournament.
Are you eventually looking to get tournaments, elimination, to go down to the last 1 or 2?
right now we're not going to use a tournament. We're looking at how they performed in their territories, and we're gonna base and we're gonna evaluate how we match them up on that.
That's not a bad way to do it, Ronnie. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Josh Smith. He is the promoter and representative for International All-Star Championship Wrestling. I'm sure you'll see more of him. Josh, it was a pleasure.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A special 2 out of 3 match fall TV time remaining. First up, weighing in at 242 pounds, all the way from Seymour, Tennessee, is Tom the Bomb Pittner.
Do I have tie breaks? Tag ropes.
Challenging him today, all the way from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, weighing in at 270 pounds, is Husky Powers.
Well, Ronnie, we got this matchup right here. We got Husky Powers and Tom Pittner. Both of them are veterans. They're going 2 out of 3 falls, and you don't see that much anymore.
No, you don't. The two guys are about the same size. One a little heavier, but what about some heavyweights here?
Well, I can tell you right now, Tom Pittner, he and I actually broke into the wrestling business together about 30 years ago, and Rick Connors trained both of us. Matter of fact, I think Rick Connors trained just about everybody in this area. But Tom Pittner right here, he's definitely an old school kind of guy. He'll work holds like that right there, arm bar into a head scissors. I mean, you don't see that anymore.
Well, that's what wrestling. That's what's on the billboard usually.
Exactly.
Wrestling. I like to see wrestling. I don't want to see just a fist fight for the whole night.
I mean, and I guarantee you, with this International All-Star Wrestling, you're going to see what it says. You're going to see wrestling. And, Josh was out here talking about how they're going to, determine champions. That's pretty interesting. You're going to go to the territories or to the areas and use their win-loss record as opposed to having a tournament.
Well, that's different. It might work.
It's definitely different. And I would think that maybe these two guys that are in the ring right now may have an opportunity to be going after this heavyweight belt right here.
These belts are beautiful.
They are good-looking belts. Very nice. They spare expensive these. Well, the promoters here, there's a good schoolboy rope by Tom Pitt. There's your front face lock by Pittner.
That's another hole you don't see.
No, you don't ever see it much.
The effectiveness of that hole. You control the head, you control everything.
You control the head, you control the whole body.
Tom has always told me, if you have a problem with a guy and you can't handle him too good, get a front face lock and hang on to it.
Hang on to it for dear life. Did that once or twice myself. You get a front face lock and put a half Nelson on it and you're not going anywhere.
That's right.
So Pittner's got, it looks like it's a top wrist lock. And Husky gets into the ropes right there, and he's complaining about a few the breaks. But Pittner gave him a clean break.
I told you, Rep. Pull my tights again.
Now he's complaining about tight pulling. I didn't see tights.
You want to business in the business? Tell him he's pulling my tights. He's pulling my tights.
I didn't see it.
Is he asking you? Last time I checked, we get paid to come out here and talk about it. They're not supposed to holler at us like that, are they?
We're just here to commentate.
Exactly. Long armbar by Pitt. Again, the influence that he and I both had with Rick Connors back in the old days. You're working hold, chain wrestling. You're doing wrestling that nobody sees much of anymore. And the Huskies,
That's a problem today. Wrestling, I see that nobody does wrestling, and this is refreshing to see.
Exactly.
Front face lock, arm bars, it's almost obsolete these days.
Exactly.
Turn the tube on.
Exactly. You're sitting here tonight. And you've seen sunset flips. You've seen schoolboy rolls. You've seen hold for hold. You've seen chain wrestling. though you had the arrogance of excellence of Gary Sampson out here, he was still impressive with what he did, except for his attitude. But I'll tell you, this Tommy Pittner, definitely an old school guy doing old school stuff out here. Husky Harris has not been in the business anywhere near as long as Pittner, but this Husky Harris is no slouch. His dad was a terrific professional wrestler. He was one half of the Bounty Hunters back in the day. So Husky's definitely a second generation wrestler, this Husky Powers.
See, I didn't know that. That's good information.
Well, that's what they pay me for.
If I have a question in the future, I'll call you.
Exactly. I learned a long time ago from some of the better ones, like the Gordon Solis and the Jim Rosses of the world. You kind of do your homework.
Well, you would know more, but especially in this area. I've been gone from here since 1980.
Right.
Lots of it happened since 1980.
There's quite a bit that's happened since 80.
And there's a lot of guys coming around.
Exactly. But like I said, Husky Harris, I've got him on the brain, but Husky Powers, he is a second generation wrestler. Like I said, his dad was Mike Powers, so again, no slouch right there either. So he's from a wrestling family. He's going to get Pittner all at once. Tommy's still maintaining this armbar. And there's 2 or 3 ways out of that, but
armbar, when you're in the hole, is very uncomfortable.
Very. And a knee into the bicep doesn't feel too good either. And he's definitely feeling the arm right there. Tommy's gone right back to it, Ronnie. Just like you say, one part of the body, and you stick with it.
Exactly. You break it down one part at a time.
Now, Tommy's waiting a little bit before he goes in there. A little sportsmanship right there, it looks like. Again, I've known Tommy for 30 years, and I've never known him to be nice when it comes to somebody getting in the corner. He's always been that one that would be right on you. But, again, he got the arm again. And that's right there is, again, that's nothing but experience right there. That's his experience coming out in him. I tell you, Husky Powers is going to get a lesson in the old school.
It's a good way to relax and not wear yourself down.
Exactly.
You're the one who's got the hold on the other fellow, and the other fellow is fighting to get out of it. And it's very effective.
Right, exactly. And fans are getting behind Pittner right now, but I'll tell you again, like I said, don't count Powers out, because Powers is a big guy, and he knows what he's doing. Again, he was trained well. I know what he's doing too.
I used to do that.
Oh, I know you did. Well, I'll tell you one thing. This right here has been very competitive. I tell you, Tommy Pittner is as good now as he was a long time ago. He still does the same kind of moves. It's all chain wrestling. It doesn't do anything to wear himself out.
That's right.
And I can tell you, Power's a big guy, but you take that one part of the body, whether it be the arm or whether it be the leg, you're going to hurt, and you're going to slow yourself down.
It's a smart tactic is to conserve energy and make the other guy very uncomfortable.
Now look, again, Tommy right back in the arm.
Yes, to step on toes.
Yeah, I know you did. There was that famous Garvin stomp.
When somebody's concentrating on their toes, they're not concentrating on the match.
Well, I know one thing's for sure. They're concentrating on the toes and they get ready for your punch. And that punch could put down a bull. All right.
As long as they didn't have horns, I guess that would have made a difference.
Exactly. Looks like we're going to get a test of strength. I don't know if Pittner wants to get in a test of strength with Powers or not, but he does have a hold of the left arm. He's been working it the whole match. Right back to it. Good arm drag. What Pittner lacked in strength right there, he definitely used his old school tactics. He definitely used the knowledge of the business. He took him down with an arm drag, and it was a good move, good clean move. I tell you, he's been working the arm long enough, Ronnie.
I'm surprised if he doesn't go for submission.
It's possible. It's possible. That arm is weak. You know it's weak.
That's another thing I see much these days is submission.
Yeah, exactly. You did see it with the big machine, though.
Yeah.
And see, now Powers is using his strength to come up on Pittner. Again, I don't think Tommy wants to match strength with Powers. Good reversal. Good reversal. So now Powers has got the upper hand.
There's a lot of weight on top of them, too, now.
I guarantee it. Now Tommy's going to be the one that expends all the energy. But I'll tell you, this match being a 2 out of 3 fall match, how is Powers' arm going to last in the second fall, or even if there's a third fall? So he's going to have to get on Pittner right now and try to work the body part down with him so they can go back to being even again. And he's got him in the corner. Carson calling for the break here.
2, 3.
And with being in the corner, you're doing your count. Remember, in this federation, a 4 count, you go past that, it's an automatic disqualification.
Yeah.
It's like coming off the top rope. I mean, you come off the top rope here, you lose.
That's disqualification. What's I agree with that. It's very dangerous.
It's very dangerous coming off the top rope, not just for the person taking it, but for the person giving it. You could get yourself hurt easily coming off the top rope. So now it looks like Pittner's got the hammer lock on Powers now.
Come on, this guy.
Well, I can tell you, Pittner seems to be pacing himself for this thing.
Oh, I think so. Well, when you have 2 out of 3s, and you got to pace yourself if you're a smart wrestler.
Definitely. So Husky's in the ropes right now, and I'm expecting a clean break from Tommy Pittner. Don't know if we'll get one, but I'm expecting it. And we did. We got a good clean break. Let's see what we got going now. Looks like wanting to do it again, it looks like. Again, I don't think he wants to. I tell you something. Every time that Husky wants to use his strength, Tommy uses some kind of a wrestling hold.
He suckered him into trying to go for that strength.
Exactly. Well, I tell you, again, Husky Powers is not a small guy. He's a very strong individual. And again, Tommy knows he can't match strength with him, so he uses his wrestling skill.
Yeah, it's like a chess game. You just got to try to outsmart the opponent.
Exactly.
You got strength and you got speed. I'll go with the speed.
Every day. But the old saying is, though, speed does kill, but strength punishes. So when Husky Powers uses his strength, if he can get on top of Pittner like that, it could punish him.
Well, the wrestling you don't ever try to get underneath him.
No, absolutely.
One position that will wear you down.
Exactly. Now Powers has got the arm. So again, we're going to go with the arm. Pittner reverses it. I mean, this has been nothing but a wrestling match. Again, I think that Tommy Pittner's experience, the years he's been in this wrestling industry, I think that is what's helping him in this match with Husky Powers. Powers hadn't been in the business as long as him, but I will say, again, coming from a wrestling family like Powers does, he knows how to do this.
Yeah. And the thing about with the belts, and some of these guys are going to realize that the more wins, the more competition that come in here, usually you work harder.
Exactly. Consider like you're talking about, a couple of big chops. Big Bill out of the corner. Tommy's going for the cover. 2 count.
Almost.
But going back to the belts here, Ronnie, I mean, in a tournament situation, a 3 count comes quick. But if you're actually hand-picked to be the champion, then you've obviously put a good win-loss record.
Exactly. Yeah. every time you got a loss, it's not good.
No, absolutely, it's not good.
So you got guys trying to win as much as they can.
Well, I can tell you something. Slapowitz has got a big guy in that machine. He's got an opportunity at this, I'm sure. But we also know that he's got a tag team that he's managing again. And from what I understand and from what I've seen, they're every bit as good or better than the Devil's Duo was. Doug Vines and Jeff Sword, and I know you know about them. But these titles right here, again, it's going to be a hand-picked champion. So hopefully it'll be the right champions, the right hand-pick. We'll see. So back to this wrestling move. Again, working back at the arm. And I guarantee you, Husky Power's arm has got to be numb right now.
Come on, Husky, bro.
And I'll tell you this, Powers isn't going to give up. He's still too strong for that.
He's going to be sore tomorrow.
That arm's going to be definitely sore tomorrow. Oh, big reverse. And back into a hammerlock.
He's got enough strength to reverse it.
No, it's definitely not over yet. Tommy's got him back to the corner. We're going to see a clean break.
Get it out of the corner. Let it break home. Come on. 1, 2.
Well, not that time. Pittner with an elbow to the snapmare, back to the chin lock. I know one thing, these 2 out of 3 fall matches are grueling, and definitely Tommy Pittner is pacing himself here.
Well, you have to.
Don't rest this down.
I mean, a tag team, 2-3 or 2-4 or single match, 2-4. You got to do the same thing.
Exactly. Right there, Tommy Pittner used one of your, if they're worried about something else, they're going to think about something else. He had his fingers up his nose. Looks like he was biting him right there. Pittner says no. The fans are saying no. Now he goes to the nerve hold there, the trapezius muscle. I don't know. In a normal situation, I don't think this hold would work on Powers, but since he's got the weakened arm, my guess is that it's probably a little painful.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. You got some wrestlers that get a grip that is unbelievable.
Definitely.
You remember Danny Hodge?
Do I remember Danny Hodge?
Just with one hand, it could make you give up.
One man I always wanted to meet was Danny Hodge.
I met him quite a few times.
I'm sure you wrestled him twice too.
Yes, I did. And you talk about comfortable, he just grabs your wrist. You think you're in a vice.
I've definitely heard stories. And this right here, again, a very painful move. He's got his wrist, he's got his arm wrapped around his leg, and Pittner, again, is expending no energy.
Take my boot back there and stop me or something.
Well, that was a little intimidation right there by Pittner. He's always been known for that. Again, I wouldn't be doing too much with a man like Powers. He's this isn't gonna bode well for Pittner. Powers gets up and realizes what's going on. Looks like Husky right there. Looks like he doesn't seem to be expending energy, but as long as that arm is wrapped up like that, he's definitely hurting him. And again, another unorthodox type of an arm lock here. I watch this and I go back to some of the stuff you did. Some of the most unorthodox stuff I've ever seen, from taking the guy's leg up and taking your hand and just rubbing it in the stomach and grabbing it like the spoiler would a face lock.
Good distraction. Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, it's a distraction. You keep the fella very uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Very uncomfortable.
And you were the master of keeping them uncomfortable.
Well, they hate the rest of it.
Exactly. I mean, it's nothing illegal that he's doing.
So
So Pittner, again, he's not expending any energy. And again, in a 2 out of 3 fall match, this might be dangerous. Oh!
use a lot of weight on them.
That right there is the great equalizer. fact, you got him in a modified sleeper, Ronnie. Oh. That right there hurts the ears, definitely. So Powers is getting him up and going right to the arm. You know, he's worked Pittner's arm as well. Not as much, but it's still.
I'm surprised he's got that much arm.
Well, he's using a lot of it with his right arm, his right elbow. If you look at his left arm, oh my, there's a thumb to the eyes. Now that's the Tommy Pittner I know. Oh, big slam.
Body slam.
Again, you're not going to match strength with Powers.
Back adjustment.
Definitely. Couple of shoulders. Oh. And there's a sleeper. Tommy's got him in the sleeper hold now. I don't know. Is Powers weak enough to? He may very well be. Looks.
I think he's got him.
I think he's got him.
I think he's got him.
You don't see this much at all with a sleeper.
2.
Goes down the third time. It's over.
3.
Well, there's the first fall.
First fall. Sleeper hold.
Now, I don't understand this. Now, Husky Powers is going to have to go to a second fall after being in the sleeper hold. Now, how difficult is that going to be? Now it's up to Pittner to kind of revive him a little bit. All right, well, the winner of the first fall is Tom the Bomb Pittner. And we are going to go to a second fall, I'm sure.
A second fall?
That's what it was
I was
announced.
told it was 1 fall.
It was 2 out of 3, Tommy.
Really?
Looks like you're going to have to go again.
Get him up now. Go ahead, Sergeant. Get him up now.
All right, well, Pittner's going back in the ring.
You ready to go? You go.
Got to make sure Powers is ready to go. Yeah.
Make sure he's standing up.
Well, big knee right to the face. Well, that was quick.
That was quick.
Husky Powers was probably still dazed, I guarantee you, from the sleeper hold. There's just
fair. The man should have been on his feet.
It was smart, though, of Tommy Pittner. He put the man in the sleeper hold. That way he knew he probably would be weaker in the second fall. You take a man, well, there's a little extracurricular activity by Pittner. I don't know what he's trying to do now. What's he doing now? Another?
Supposed to be 1 fall.
That's 3 falls, Mr. Kazana. Mr. Garvin. I believe that's what you wanted.
Congratulations.
Whoa.
So again, Tommy Pittner's the winner.
Yep.
Now it's 2 out of 3
Thank you,
falls.
people.
Gotcha.
Glad y'all come out to see us.
Well, Ronnie, I can say this beyond a shadow of a doubt. Pittner's going to be a force to be reckoned with, but Husky Powers, he's not a slouch. He was out there. He's a big guy, and Tommy just caught him off guard. Tommy used what he knew, and then he put him to sleep, and in the second fall, he was still dazed and confused. So it used to Tommy's advantage right there, but all in all, neither one of these guys right here should be excluded from any kind of thought for these titles.
Oh, I thought it was a hard-fought match.
I thought it was a very hard-fought match. All right, Ronnie. Well, that was the first show. That was the first hour. I want to thank the fans for being here at International All-Star Championship Wrestling. I want to thank all the wrestlers for being here. We will be back again next week, same time, same channel. And for Ronnie Garvin, my name's Joe Kazana. See you next week.